Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Welcome back, everyone. We're joined by Jim MacNair. He is with Kershaw, talking about some of the knives that you've put probably some design effort into yourself, right?
Correct, yeah.
Before we cut away, we mentioned, what we all carry every day, year-round. I mean, it's really a tool that I have in my pocket that gets used constantly. I don't even know how people go through life without one in their pocket, honestly. I mean, unless they're just doing a different lifestyle, right, I guess. But in the end, a pocket knife, right? Way back in the day before there were clip back when I was a young person, they didn't have clips on knives. We were putting, leather stripping or whatever the heck it's called through our pocket knives and dropping them into our pockets so we could grab that and pull them out, right? And then the first time I saw a knife that had a clip on it, I was like, dial me in, give me 3 of those things, because you lose them all the time, it seems like. Although I can promise you, this is my everyday carry. Listen, I was never really a huge fan of out-the-front knives. I didn't really understand the whole reasoning for it in the beginning. Then I started to realize that I haven't cut my finger in years, okay? And that's because I've had one of these in my pocket. Now, in certain states, they are not legal, so just make sure where it is that you are. Here in Oregon, it is legal. And I cannot live without this thing. It's just super convenient, super easy. It is the safest knife ever. You never have to put your fingers anywhere near it. You don't have to use your other hand. Everything is one-handed and in, out, done. Super, super simple. A couple of different versions. You even brought in a blinged out one, which I thought was kind of cool with the gold. I mean, is it something that people can actually like customize, or is it?
We offer so many versions.
I guess.
This is kind of the gold-plated AK of pocket knives.
There you go. Yeah. All right, I get it.
It's a bit of a dictator vibe.
It's interesting, no doubt about it. But EDC, right? I mean, that's an everyday thing for a lot of people for pocket knives. And you've got several different versions here. So let's talk about the one that I thought was really most impressive. There's another ZT line of pocket knives.
So this is the ZT-0203. And this is using our Duralock mechanism. So it's a crossbar lock. Really convenient, really easy to use. Your fingers are never in the way of the blade when you unlock it.
Yeah, because you have to use 2 of them to drop it back. Gotcha.
Yep, exactly. Just like that, real simple and smooth. This is a manual action, super beefy. This is designed to be able to be used in the field, so this is actually a solid pivot with a nut on the back. You can take a 3/8 inch wrench.
Oh.
Heck, you can take a pair of pliers if you needed to, or a adjustable wrench.
Okay.
Anything you need. Real easy to adjust that pivot.
Well, that's super cool, because a lot of people aren't carrying around that little tiny funky head on there. Okay.
The T8 or the T6.
Right.
So in this case, yeah, it's really textured. We've got a nice 3D machine G10 handle on here. CPM M4 for the blade steel. So that's a real high-end powdered tool steel.
Okay.
Again, great edge holding, very tough. A little hard to sharpen.
Okay.
But, great steel.
But it'll hold that edge, and if you do need to sharpen it, do it the right way, right?
Yep, exactly.
One of the things I'm going to point out is I've got a couple of friends, and it turns out yourself included, are left-handed. In the handle itself, they've got it set up right out of the factory to where you can swap out that clip from one side to the other. It's kind of common, but it's not common in all, and not even that common in all of the Kershaw line, but it is available in that one. This is just, again, what was the name of that? Because there's going to be people interested in that.
So that's the ZT-0203.
Okay, ZT-0203. It's a little big. For myself personally, I wouldn't find that to be anything really much different than carrying the live wire overall. If you're a smaller person, you might be looking at something like this one here. This is the ZT.
That's the 44.
ZT-44. This is actually a push button locker and then manual open. Tell me about that one. That is really nice.
Yeah. So this is a little dressier, titanium handle, but you notice it's really not that heavy. Give that
titanium? Like true titanium?
That's real titanium. 6AL4V.
Do you know how that's cool? No kidding. Okay. Very cool.
But so these are. Sometimes with a solid handle like this can be a little heavy, but these are fully machined out on the inside. And because that titanium is so tough.
And light.
Exactly. It keeps it to a really reasonable size, even though this is a full-size knife. This is not a small one.
And it's not heavy at all. And again, you can also swap out the clip from one side to the other. Okay.
You can, yep. Reversible. Manual action, and that button lock, for a lot of people, that's just so intuitive to just press that.
It is very, very cool. It's very convenient. For a lot of us, especially if you're a little bit older, you've had more than one knife like that. Okay, so I never have enough time, especially because I could talk about knives for forever, but if I don't say, or at least mention, you've got some new stuff that's coming.
We do, yeah.
We can't show them, unfortunately. You brought a couple of them in. I don't know what his odds are in getting out of here with him, although probably pretty good because he's got this. But just kind of take a look at what Kershaw's going on. They're going to release in, what, a week or two?
Yeah, so we have a new release for the third quarter coming out in the 15th of September.
Okay.
So in about a week and a half, we'll be having 8 or 9 new products landing.
Okay, you stay with me. We're going to cut to a quick break. When we come back, we've got the wrap-up for you, and we'll give you an idea what's going on for tomorrow.